Alright, do you see the screen?
Yeah, yeah. I'm in.
Hold on. There we go. I'm on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
I do VODs on my laptop, but I play on my console.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that your console.
Yo. It is being very, very buggy though.
Yeah, I see. I see.
Let's see, let's see. Probably could have just copy pasted it.
Yeah, I was about to tell you that. You're,
Yeah, but I
you're,
can't leak my DMs, bro.
oh, I don't care.
Okay, okay.
I don't have my career open. If you're at,
Alright, you played Cyclops.
yeah. Hold on a second. Return to Discord. I can. Give me a second. Do I want to put it on friends
I like
only?
to duplicate.
I could put it on friends only. Just give me a second. I have to load the game. I exit out the game so I wouldn't use a bunch of resources.
Alright, what made you pick this game?
It's one I just played. I felt like I played decent, but could have played better. I have other games that like that's why I'm gonna open my profile. There's a different game we want to pick.
Okay, okay.
I played I've been losing. I mean, I was one game from GM and then I fucking lost like 8 in a row, bro. I was like, what the fuck's happening? Of course, this could have been some of my fault.
Diamond.
Yeah.
I haven't loaded Rivals in a minute, so it might take a second.
Alright, gotcha.
It'll be
Played
a
everything on
bit
friends only.
framey. It'll be a bit framey for a little bit, but okay. Interesting angle. I'd say that this is a good angle, but with our comp, actually, yeah, with our comp, this is a fine angle. It's just I have to pause it for a second because it hasn't loaded correctly yet.
Gotcha.
I know this is kind of weird though. Both sides are playing Penny, but they
Yeah.
have a Torch, and then we have Phoenix. So I guess you take out Torch first, and then you try to get an angle on Invis or Cloak, or you shred Penny,
Yeah.
because you have a Phoenix with you as well. So you could both shred Penny if your Emma helps you, because they will be down Torch if you kill Torch first. Okay, he gets out on 1 health.
Yeah, no, I was like, fuck.
The fight was already lost, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But even if it wasn't, like you drew 2 people away from the fight.
I was I was like, damn, that torch came by himself, bro. He was so fried.
But okay, so now we know that they're on Penny.
Yeah.
If you take an angle, it would be to get to the nest or to stop Torch from getting the position that he wants.
Okay.
So an angle that would do that best would probably be
Top right.
over here,
Top right. Okay.
because you have a health pack right there, you have a health pack over there, and it clears any nest that would be right here. If you take high ground, you get rid of all of Torch's sightlines over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would be able to contest him if he was over here. But you wouldn't necessarily have a good angle on the nest since they could contest you easily over here.
Gotcha.
This is just a weird game though. This is like, I don't know, it's weird to play poke into this. I would prefer to play
Dive.
no, I mean actually this is like a problem I've never had before. I've never had to think about before. Like mirrored
Double
penny
penny.
on
Yeah.
this map, they're just playing the same thing, but it's just like who shreds the other penny first.
Yeah.
So I guess you would want an angle that gets to penny faster, which would be main, but you don't want to walk into torch, so you have to deal with torch first. So it's a weird problem.
Yeah.
So I guess
That's
we would
why I
just want to
felt.
get high ground. Just get high ground to deny torch, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Can you pause it real quick? Just keep pausing. So, I think I'm not sure. I can't remember. I mean, I just played this game, but like, I'm pretty sure I started defaulting main because I think I got like annoyed from the first fight. I was like, damn, like my team obviously can't win the neutral fight,
Yeah.
so like I'm just gonna go main now. But I did try it, but we'll
I
see
mean,
how I play it.
yeah, they just kind of walked out into torch without without letting you deal with torch first.
Yeah,
Or you didn't deal with torch fast enough for them, I guess.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Like when you guys shoot him together, he dies instantly. But once we kill torch, uh, it's not your job to push. It's your job to shoot from basically it's just your job to shoot them, bro. In this comp, it's just shoot torch, uh shoot penny.
Hmm.
You don't have to push. I guess you just forgot your cover. You can honestly just back up after you kill torch because you already know Emma isn't alive, so Emma can't hold your front line for you if she's
Yeah,
dead. Yeah, I think your team's just dying before you.
We X-Men beat death a long time ago. Blasting through! By the eye of Agamotto!
Yeah, that was a good play. A safer option
hmm
would be after our support's double ult, we go and hide because we know they have torch ult because he just
okay,
used it, and
yeah,
then just try to get an angle on torch because that's ultimately what our job is.
okay,
Because if we go for the dive on Invis, yes, we kill Invis, and we probably win the fight off of it. It's a good play, but the torch ult was our first priority since that is what threatens to kill us.
yeah. That was their win con in the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, now they're on cap. I guess they just wanted to get to point faster. I don't think he plays cat for very long. Ooh, W mag. Okay. Let's see what this torch is doing this fight. Yeah, when he goes for this angle, because you're in main, the entire this half of the point
Yeah.
is free for him to use, and he can use this piece of cover, this piece of cover, this piece of cover, without being contested.
Okay.
So after you win the fight, if you took this lane, up here, even this room over here, or like up here, like any of these spots, you would deny at least some of the cover that he wants.
Okay.
Because like the only pieces of cover that you're denying is probably this one. But like he would play this side anyway. Because he wants to flame field here, here, and just flame field behind your supports. So your supports can't back up. So if you can deny the space that he needs to place those flame fields, then he never gets the value of his kit, or like his most important cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now he puts up his flame field. Yeah, he almost kills your white fox. He's just bad at the character though.
Yeah. I die here stupidly again.
Honestly, in between fights, you don't have to sit near your tanks, especially since you have strange mag.
Yeah.
You could even like sit over here. Because Cyclops has the mobility to disengage backward into his team. So you would just be in the same spot you're already in, but you just started from a different spot. Like
Yeah.
you can take this angle over here, get some poke damage off on whoever walks up, and then you can back off whenever someone looks at you. That way you're doing something different than your team, and you can capitalize on anything that they do from a different place. Or you can also contest this guy trying to take an angle.
Gotcha.
But you're just in the same spot with Phoenix and your two tanks. So everyone that isn't a support is in the same spot, which makes it very easy to deal with you because they just pull up one strange shield and it blocks everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to die because all they had to do was just walk forward in order to get to you.
Okay.
Instead of, oh, there's someone to my right, someone to my left, someone in front of me. And since you're not there to deal with Torch, Torch kills your support.
My flames are eternal, Johnny.
So first point, uh, don't be afraid to explore the map and shoot them from somewhere else, especially if you're on mag and strange.
Okay.
Since you'd only be adding to things that they're already doing or people they're already shooting at.
Thanks.
Please. I've been trained.
But also on that point, there's a lot of vertical cover for Torch to use, and your focus would be denying that cover from him, and that's how you would win the matchup.
I was a teenager. Right on target. Thanks for the boost.
So here we have ult.
Mm-hmm.
We could look for a way to get. What we want with our ult is either somebody to combo with us or it to be something that you use after they've already used their defensive cooldowns.
Okay.
So after you take an angle, deny the vertical cover that Torch wants, which would be over here with this pillar, or like there's like a little
Yeah.
ridge
Crevice.
behind here, or like this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
After we take an angle that denies that from him, which should be right here, we would want to be watching their supports to see what abilities they use. So if Cloak Fade goes down, or Invis Jump goes down, then we have a good sight line to use our ultimate on them. And then they have no tools to get out of it instantly. And that's how we want to be thinking about our positioning at the beginning of a fight, is how can I win my matchup advantage, and how can I use my ult to get a fight-winning pick.
Okay.
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
See, there you go, you're denying the cover from him, and he has nowhere to go.
By the eye of Agamotto. Right on target.
Okay. So we start out on a good angle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I need to stop giving up the good
But we-
angle. Just keep going back
Yep.
in.
They back off because of the pressure that you created, but you backed off too.
Mm.
So you had a good angle and then you gave it up without them like actually committing to making you give it up.
Give it up. Yeah.
And so now Torch comes back. We're not in position to deny him cover. And then ults start going out. We rotate. Okay. We're looking for an ult, but they have they've won the space behind cover already because you rotated this way instead of stopping them from taking the space. So their supports, which are priority targets, they could walk forward, they could walk backward, they could walk off the map. It doesn't matter. This space is already won. And then when we go for the ultimate, we don't really have any targets because the guy that we're supposed to be uh, we walked past, or we let him walk past us. And then we kind of just ult the Strange. And we don't know if Invis had her jump or not, so she just uses her jump to survive. And then we walk into a cloak that blankets us. So had we followed the plan that I was talking about earlier, where at the beginning of the fight, we take an angle that denies our match, or denies Johnny cover, and then we keep an eye on the supports to see if they use their abilities,
Mm-hmm.
and then we ult with the target in mind, and we know that they don't have their ability to use, and we would have killed Invis if we knew that she didn't have her jump.
Okay.
So you keep that angle. Maybe you force out Invis jump. Maybe you force out cloak fade. Maybe you can test Johnny before he goes in. Or at least, like, even if you stayed main instead of rotating, you could have stopped Johnny whenever he fully committed to ulting, like by dashing in.
Yeah.
But you kind of like abandoned the position you started the fight in, so that whenever you rotated, they had already gotten value from pushing main, because you weren't there to stop them from doing that.
That should make a difference. Right on target. Ah, here they are now.
We can go fast now.
I don't give up quite that easy. Propulsion beam. Do your worst. Full blast. That should make a difference.
Okay, we get dove by the torch. I guess because we weren't taking an angle to look for him, so he caught us by surprise because we weren't looking for him.
Yeah.
Here come the bad guys.
Us against the world.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah. Like, if you were taking an angle against this torch every fight, you would have killed him every fight.
Yeah.
It's like his positioning is not good. Another thing to note is that their team doesn't have any dive. So if you take a flank or a side lane, nobody's gonna come to contest you unless they literally walk at you at, like, just
Yeah.
walk straight at you.
True.
Okay, I'm getting spam invited.
Yeah, show off.
So
Yeah, show
you could
visible.
be playing. That's why it's useful to know or to play dive characters, is because you could have similar positioning to a dive character. It's just that you don't go like
All
you
the way
don't
in.
sit in, you don't stand in their back line. You just stay in the dive setup. So like you could even be up here. You could be right here, and the only one that would contest you is Torch. But Torch is very easy to predict because he telegraphs his dive with a fireball.
Yeah.
So you could even sit here. You could two tap Cloak if you were set up right here. You could two tap Johnny if you were set up here. And then once they make progress, you still poke them, and then you go and take this angle over here. And that gives you more freedom, gives them more things to think about, more things to deal with. And also, you don't have to shoot past 2 shields, because you're already past the 2 shields.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Actually, it's 3 shields, because it invis.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Ionic magic. Right on target.
I thought I heard something. I was like, am I hearing somebody behind us?
Something to note with flyers
Mm-hmm.
is if there's a mirrored cloak ult, they have to abandon their position in order to get into the cloak ult. So after the cloak ult ends, they're gonna be in a vulnerable position because they're not gonna be in the vertical cover that they want.
Yeah.
So you could either take an angle that denies that cover from them, or you can just take an angle that stops them from getting to that vertical cover. So like here, it would stop him from just going straight up into the pillar.
Yeah.
Thanks for the boost.
Yeah, but after the cloak ult ends, we don't even see Johnny because we were behind cover. But you honestly could have just stayed up top. You didn't
top,
have to
yeah.
drop down since nobody was diving you.
Yeah.
Because you want to create a threat and then force them to have to dive you.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they start diving you, then you would predict that, oh, they're going to dive me. Let's use my disengagement cooldown to get back to my supports. You want to make them force. You want to. Yeah, you want them to force you to move or force you to go back to your
Not
supports.
just me. Yeah, I think I'm seeing that as a common theme here.
Like that, Emma's shooting you, so you have to move. Like you could stay up here until they force you to move, and you get free shots at their supports. See?
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing.
We don't
Give
have
it
to
up.
drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's overtime, but our strange is still on point,
Interesting,
so we don't have to
yeah.
drop down yet.
If I don't drop down though, I think we actually have a small chance possible. Like I
Small
could.
chance if Emma shoots at you instead of Strange, so Strange
Yeah.
gets his ult off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm seeing the theme.
It's just like consciously planning your positioning against their comp and knowing what they can do to you if you create a strong threat against them. So they can't dive me, so I'm gonna sit somewhere far away where they can't touch me, and then I'm gonna shoot at their supports because I have long range damage.
Mhm.
Force boost.
On this map, it would be on the left side, I think, near the health pack. That'd be a good spot. There's not really any other good long range sight lines, except for maybe the high ground above the point.
But yeah,
Thanks for the boost.
I've done that with Phoenix and Psylocke before.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is good. Because we denied the main, vertical cover for Torch, besides like this wall over here or this wall.
Yep.
And if we're holding here, we have a health pack, and our supports are close by over here. And then there's also a room to hide in. So this is a good angle for dealing with Torch. But we're not shooting at Torch, we're beaming the full health Penny. Okay, there's a health pack over there. You can also just go back there. You don't have to stay
back.
main. Because if you don't deal with Torch, Torch gets the advantage because your team has to walk into Torch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Torch is only a bad character because you can deal with him before he can deal with him very easily before he gets value. But if you let him get value, then he's a very good character, or he'll punish you for not dealing with him. Yeah, we didn't have a target in mind. I don't think we did, unless we really hate Phoenix dash, where it's like I just want to force Phoenix to use her dash. If we had this angle and we didn't let Penny, like Penny just shot at you and then you kind of just abandoned it, but you could have just stayed in on top of this thing, and then just got the health back, and then went back.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would have had vision on their supports, and then we'd be able to force out their cooldowns and then use our ultimate whenever they don't have the cooldowns. But we don't want to use our ultimate just randomly, because they'll have Phoenix Dash. Oh wait, you're on controller?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you get down positioning, you'll out aim PC players that are out of position.
A long time ago.
So like you could just overcome that by being in the better spot.
Yeah. I think that's definitely my
Alright, my
issue.
prediction here is that you're gonna stay main, and then you're not gonna deal with Torch or the Penny Nest in time. So your tanks are just gonna get impatient and walk straight into the Penny Nest and die instantly.
Let's find out. Oh yeah, I like this play. I was like, what? I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why'd they
Huh?
go through?
Keep an eye out for spider bots. Thanks for the boost.
Okay, at least we have targets there. We
Yeah,
forced out an ultimate.
Yeah. Switch back out.
Yeah. Yeah. I just played main.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Well, I guess so it's technically not main since it's the left side, but your entire team played left side, so it becomes main.
Man, yeah.
But your team has the advantage left side because they're on Torch and Penny. I guess that's like why you won. Like you didn't really win the fight because they held on to it somehow. I guess because you died. Yeah. So one thing that you can work on in your next 3 games is just take a second, understand their comp and what you need to shoot at and where you need to be in order to shoot at it before they get value. So if it's Torch, then I need to get an angle to deny Torch's cover and then stop him from ever getting value. If it's another Cyclops, then you would be in the better position, which is somewhere that is away from your team, but close enough to disengage back into your team. And then you would catch him by surprise and win the 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just like a basic, oh, I want to see their supports, then you would just go somewhere where they can't get to you, but you can see their supports.
Gotcha.
If you want to watch somebody, you can go to my faction and look at this guy, Bingleberry. He might have his thing on private, but he's been playing Cyclops a lot this season,
Okay.
and he hit Eternity, or he was on Luna that game. But if you scroll down to this tournament games, he went 16-0 on Cyclops.
Oh shit. Go crazy.
I guess you could go to mine and just like
Oh
find
yeah,
one.
yeah. What did you play? You guys both played in.
Yeah. Although I do like a lot of random tournament stuff or like custom game stuff. All right, but that's it. I can write that down in your DMs.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I do see. I feel that way. I feel like I play like super safe whenever I think like I don't know. Like I just leave the angle, like I said, like without somebody actually contesting me. Oh, or just jump down after I got value.
All right.
Yo, appreciate it, bro. I will catch you on the flip side.
All right. See ya.
Good night.
Good night.